multiple, all in this one place. Here it comes now. Car number 1, car number 2.
So I'm Bill McINTOSH. I'm with Exploring with a Mission. We are an underwater dive sonar specialist team that finds missing persons and lost loved ones all over the world underwater in their cars. We search for these individuals using a probability diagram, and we map and locate these lost loved ones anywhere from here in Massachusetts and Rhode Island all the way to New York, Maine, Connecticut, Vermont, and in Canada. We've located people in Australia, Nebraska, Florida, and again all over the country. We are here today because we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We need your support. We need your help in order to move forward this mission of not only getting the cars out of the rivers, which is a primary focus because we have 100,000 vehicles in our rivers and our ponds and our lakes, but we also have 3,000 missing persons in the US, Canada, and around the world and around the globe that need to come home. We have been able to solve 40 cases with Adventures with Purpose, and I've been a part of 9 of those recoveries of those individuals with Exploring with a Mission. We were once called Resilience Search and Recovery, and we changed our name to Exploring with a Mission, and built a nonprofit organization based on the notion that we were going to be an environmental cleanup program and a missing person specialist recovery program that searches for people all over and brings them home and brings answers to families.
He's in the window. He's on the passenger side, it looks like.
We try to find answers for those families that can't find their loved one that's been missing for a week to 51 years. And we have missing persons that are, been missing for that long, and some of them have been located by ourselves or by Sunshine State Sonar, Adventures with Purpose, or Exploring with a Mission. We're here to help families find answers and find closure. That's what we're here about, and that's what we're doing. And we'd appreciate your support. Please become a member, subscribe, hit the like button, make a comment on our videos. Anything you can do, those little pieces, you don't think that they mean a lot, but it changes the algorithm on YouTube, it changes the algorithm on Facebook, and gets our videos out there to the world and shows what we're really doing. We're traveling long distances to find these persons that have been missing for years. Recently we found 3 people. We found Robert Long in Long Island. We found Yvonne Guevin in Pierreville, Notre Dame, and then we found Robert St. Louis in the Eel River in Montreal, Canada. Well, that's what we do. There's been a lot of experiences with this since 2016, since the first person that we brought home, Patty Pendleton, who was missing in a swamp, TJ Allen, who was murdered by a friend, a supposed friend, to John Benavides, who was, actually I found him just up the river here, where I'm at located right now. But I think the big experience was the first underwater car, Donnie Messier, the red truck coming out. it really made me realize that, there are a lot of people that are right exactly where they should be. Most people go missing, within 1 mile of their home, 2 miles of their home, and no more than 5. That's the typical. If it's a self-harm scenario, if it's an accident scenario, we typically get a little bit, we get to a point where we get a little bit calmer, or we make a decision that is bad close to home. We reach behind us on our seatbelt, or reach behind us, for our child, or to adjust to get to something on the driver's seat, or the driver's the passenger seat. And what ends up happening is we have an accident. But a lot of times, most of the self-harms are close to home. They go to where they're comfortable. River Road has been a big road throughout the country that we keep finding individuals. I found, with Adventures with Purpose, Maureen Sherman, Kareem Tisdale, Donnie Messier, Levada and Robert Proctor, Dale Nicholson, Robert St. Louis, Yvonne Gwevin, and Robert Long. These have been all impactful because we were able to make such a difference with the family. They're able to put the book on the shelf and close that chapter of their life and move forward in their life. And I think that that's the biggest thing that that you can take out of this as a searcher, is that we take action, we find answers, we bring answers to them, to the families, and to police officers, and we're able to bring these family members home that have been lost for many, many years. And I think every single one of them is impactful because of the difference that we're making, not only in the family but also with the community. To know that every single day there's been another missing person poster put up every week by a family member that's on a telephone pole near a school, or at a shopping mall, or at a sporting event. The fact that those missing person posters are no longer up there for the people that we find is impactful for the community and for the family itself. I feel like I'm honored and humbled to be here as a member of Adventures with Purpose, and as the founder and president of Exploring with a Mission. And I'm here to tell you, we're going to keep on moving this mission forward, and we're going to keep moving this very purposeful action plan forward, where we bring more people home. We believe at Exploring with a Mission and at Adventures with Purpose that we can make a difference with our fellow man and our families that are missing their lost loved ones. We believe that we can make a difference with the environment to get these cars out of our rivers. It is unbelievable how many vehicles are in certain spots. When we were in Australia, in the Hunter River, the William River, the Georges River, and the Nepean River, there are hundreds of vehicles underwater, in piles of 20, 30, 40 vehicles at a shot. When you go to Pittsburgh, there's 90 to 100 vehicles there. When you go to Chicago, there were 96 vehicles recently. When you go to Boston, there's 14 vehicles in the Charles River and 4 vehicles in the Jamaica Pond. It is a prevalent problem everywhere we go. It is not something that's disappearing. It is lurking beneath the surface. These cars are at bridges, they're at underpasses, they're at boat ramps, they're in front of your dock, they're everywhere. And it is not something that's just going to go away magically. We have to go sonar those with our boats, buoy them, magnet them, and then get them pulled out with divers and with these tow truck companies that are either sponsored or that are paid for or that donate their time. Anything that you can do to help Exploring with a Mission move forward this very purposeful purpose. This is a very important mission to get these out. It's not something that we need to wait a few more years, or wait 10 more years. These vehicles are rotting in their place. They're rusty, they're dangerous, and these pollutants that are coming out of them are not good for the environment, not good for the wildlife, not good for the shell life, and not good for anyone. And it's not good for the long term for the water itself. So Down Under Dan always said, he's one of our co-founders and has been a major inspiration in doing this. Dan and I found Donnie Messier in Vermont together. We found Dale Nicholson, Robert Long, Robert St. Louis, and Yvonne Gwevin. And without Dan, I wouldn't be here. Dan and I have learned a ton about not only the sonar systems, but also how to deal with families and work with families who are missing their lost loved ones. And Dan's been a major inspiration. And, he always talks about the fact that we do have just one life, we want to use it wisely. So that's what we're doing here. We're trying to use this life that we are given wisely and do something that makes a difference with our fellow man.